As the race for the national chairmanship position of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) kicks off, former Deputy National Chairman of the PDP, Chief Olabode George, has formally declared his intention to contest for the position of the National Chairman of the party. This he did on Friday, the 6th of October 2017, at the City Hall Event Center, Lagos, Nigeria. Chief Olabode George was born on the 21st of November 1945 in Lagos State, Nigeria. He was a Commodore in the Nigerian Navy and was appointed military governor of Ondo State from 1988 to 1990. He later became principal staff officer to General Olabode when the latter was chief of general staff between 1993 and 1997. Chief Olabode George was also a director at the Nigerian National War College. Members of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), stakeholders and other party officials converged on the City Hall in Lagos State, Nigeria, to witness the groundbreaking announcement. Among the attendees were former Minister Chief Ebenezer Babatope, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Senator Koforo Olabokno Akerele, former Deputy Governor of Osun State and former Minister of State for Defense, Erelu Olushola Obada, former Minister of Information and Chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Dakbo Sarumi, former Minister of Special Duties, Elder Wole Oyelese, former Interim PDP National Chairman, Chief Ishola Filani, PDP National Vice Chairman, Southwest, Olorogun Eddie Olafeso, Otumba Sunday Ojo Williams, former Chairman of the People's Democratic Party Ogun State, Chief Joju Fadairo, former Osun State Commissioner for Finance and former Vice Chairman PDP Southwest, Alhaji Tajuddin Oladipo. The program began with welcome remarks by a member of the Board of Trustees of the PDP, Chief Ebenezer Babatope. In his address, he started by describing his friend of over 50 years as the right man for the job because of the leadership qualities he possesses.
George is a grassroots man, a man who understands what politics is all about, serving the people all the time. That is his vision, that is his goal. And when you hear him this morning, you're able to know that what I've been saying is not commercial. But I am too happy today, very elated, that my friendship with Olabode George of 50 years was revitalized is what we are doing today. Don't go and tell why I'm not looking at it. I want to have a solo. I'm not looking at it. I don't know about it. Ojo ni tiyo. I don't know. I want to see one that you know. And let's give that attention to what Olabode is going to say. You can be sure he is a tested man. When we talk of men of integrity, he is there. When we talk of age, maturity, and experience, he is there. And when we talk in terms of somebody who is taking sheep of the PDP, he is fully there. And this is not ground for experimentation. This is not ground to bring somebody up to say chairman of the PDP who will do it left from his right. This is time to have trusted and tested hands. And Olabode George is right.
Representatives from different geopolitical zones took turns to deliver their solidarity messages. These included Chief Sarumi, who endorsed the candidature of Chief Olabode George for the PDP National Chairmanship position.
And on behalf of the fathers, I don't want to mention them, there were only 18 of us when we started. And we are looking at now, probably about 18 tribal countries. I am presenting to you the most able, the most experienced, on behalf of the Southwest.
Speaking on behalf of Delta State, former Commissioner in Delta State, Dr. Austin Izagbo, endorsed the candidature of Chief Olabode George for the plum national chairmanship position because of his excellent track record, both in public and private life.
Time-tested and trusted chairman. You can only have it if we have a statesman and a nationalist as a chairman. We can only do that if we have somebody that knows the ins and outs of our party. We can only do that if we have one of our founding fathers to lead us back to victory and reclaim of Aso Rock. I look around at my friends in Delta and the South have identified one man that can achieve just that. He is no other than the statesman in our midst, the nationalist in our midst, a time-tested and trusted individual, a dependable and humble individual. Distinguished Nigerians, permit me to identify with a leader of leaders, the one and only Chief Bode George.
There were also endorsement messages from the Northwest, the North Central, the Southeast and the Niger Delta region. In one accord, they all said Chief Olabode George is the right man for the job because he was one of those who toiled and labored for the PDP right from the inception of the party in 1998.
But I still have a message, a goodwill message from the people of the Northwest. And I want to assure you that Chief Olabode George, whom gather all together today, by the special grace of God, is a tested and trusted leader whom we believe will deliver PDP 20. The delegates shall know where the vote will go December 9 or 2nd, 2017. By the special grace of God, the way we escorted him here, we are escorting him to Wadata Plaza. The mother of the youth has spoken. The mother of the youth, Erelu Dr. Olushola Abada, has spoken. Olabode George is the answer. We want to thank Your Excellency for at least declaring your intention to come and rescue our party. I would want to say that at this point in time, what our party needs is courage. What our party needs is a man with character, a strong character, a man with principle, a man with positive influence over electorate. It is my honor and privilege to stand before this mammoth crowd to say a big thank you and congratulations to our father, the Atona of Odua, the man that has been making things happen, the man that will make things happen, the man that will continue to make things happen. Your Excellencies, my assignment here today is very simple. The first one is to officially endorse my father, a man that I've watched from far, a man that has shown courage, His Excellency Chief Olabode George, for the national chairmanship of our great party. Without apologies to anybody, I officially appear here today to endorse him for that office.
Alhaji Tajuddin Oladipo gave his solidarity speech, during which he described Chief Olabode George as energetic, honest, and worthy of the position.
Let me begin to say that Chief Olabode George is eminently qualified to be the national chairman of our party. He has done it before, he will do it again, and will do it perfectly well. When it comes to party discipline, he is in the forefront, very energetic and very honest.
if you know what our party became in 2003, it is largely because of the work done by Chief Olabode George. We all remembered that the AD was in power in all the states of that we have this in the geopolitical zone, but he worked very hard to turn the table. But for Lagos State, PDP will have captured the 6 states.
Honorable Abiola Soyinka also delivered a solidarity message on behalf of the members of the PDP in the House of Reps. He said good things about Chief Olabode George.
Firstly, I want to thank my leader, my father, Chief Olabode George, for coming out to be the national chairman of our great party. What I'm going to say here is just very, very simple. We need votes to put him there, and we should be targeting all those that are relevant, that can make this our project possible, because it's a project and it is a Lagos State and Nigerian project. And I bet you mean at the end of the day, we, the National Assembly member, on behalf of all the members, we have determined and buckled our shoes to make sure that all those that are relevant, that are going to vote on that day, we are going to go door to door to make sure that we talk to them and make them see reason why we must have Chief Olabode George as our next chairman, national chairman of the party.
The next person to deliver her solidarity speech was the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Chief Mrs. Koforola Bokno-Akerele, who was quick to describe Chief Olabode George as a soldier that the party needs in this time of war. She also described him as a qualified pilot to take the party to a greater height.
You have heard all about Bode, his achievements. He delivered a president for PDP. He took Lagos State out of the woods and delivered House of Representatives and House of Assembly members. I don't want to say much about him because I know that what we need in PDP is a man who can stand up to the APC. Let us make no doubts about it. We are at war right now. And what do we need but a soldier? A soldier who can march forward and sweep away and change the change in Aso Rock.
Senator Adeshaye Ogunlewe, in his solidarity message, described Chief Olabode George as a man who has been exhibiting leadership qualities all his life, adding that there is no doubt he is extremely qualified for the job.
You cannot believe Kaenji Dam. Bode George was part of the engineers that designed Kaenji Dam and consulted Kaenji Dam. Bode George, the flagship MS Aradu, the best ship in Nigeria at that time, Bode George was the pilot. Bode George has been exhibiting leadership, and I can assure all of you, kò sí nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run ò lè ṣe fún wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi sí àdúrà. Ọ̀tá máa gbógun, ẹlòmíì inú á bí, but Atọ́nà Oòduà, òun náà ni leader of the Yoruba race. You are going to lead us there. Mo ti rẹ́ ni re, èmi ò rírú Olabode rí. Mo ti rẹ́ ni re, mi ò rírú Olabode rí. Atọ́nà Oòduà fún gbogbo Yorùbá, tó bá lè bá rìn, á sọ ẹ́ dolówó.
tó bá lè bá rí àfọwọ́sàkù rẹ̀ mo ti rẹ́ nílé ní onírú Olabode rí.
Former Deputy Governor of Osun State, Erelu Olushola Obada, rounded off the solidarity messages by describing Chief Bode George as a courageous, trustworthy and hard-working man, stressing that she believes he is capable of executing his duties. She ended her speech by praying for Chief Bode George.
I'm very happy that we are all here to witness the declaration of Chief Olabode George for the position of National Chairman of our great party. You may wish to ask me why. I'm very happy to be here because Olabode has paid his dues to this party. Olabode, you are a great man, a very courageous man. You are a great father. You are full of courage because you encourage people like me. As a woman wanting to be governor at that time, you encouraged me, and for that I'm forever grateful to you. And I want to plead with all party members all over the federation that we should rally round Chief Olabode George because it will bring our party to victory come year 2019 in Jesus' name.
The declaration ceremony ended with a declaration speech delivered by Chief Olabode George, a speech he titled A New Path, A New Beginning. Chief Olabode George in his speech stated that his first task, if elected, would be to reconcile the feuding factions within the party and to recognize and protect the interest of all party officials at all levels.
Willing and ready to work with anyone, everyone, regardless of personal differences, to mend the broken places, to heal the ancient wounds, to reconcile the feuding factions, and ultimately ensure that we strengthen our collective brotherhood and speak with one voice to regain victory in 2019. But I, Olabode George, will never compromise on foundational principles of justice, fairness, and equity as enshrined in the constitution of our party. We will equally accord all our governors and all our legislators, both at the state and national level, the necessary pride of place and honor in this new dawn. We will protect their interests and help to enhance their effectiveness. If I'm given the privilege to serve, I will never play the role of an overlord. I will serve with dignity and diligence. I will respect the mighty and the low without discrimination. Together we will remove impunity. Together we will restore discipline and fair play. We must always insist on internal democracy. We must always respect our ethnic balance. The creative zonal arrangement of our founding fathers has been the most stabilizing anchor of our democracy.
He also said he would work tirelessly to revive the dreams and principles of the founding fathers of the PDP, anchored in justice, fairness and equity, as enshrined in the constitution of the party.
Our founding fathers discarded and abandoned personal ambition. Here there was no narrow agenda. Here there was no selfish pursuit of individual goals. It was in this selflessness and ultimate resolve that our founding fathers were able to put in place a viable and enduring democratic legacy. This was our great beginning. This was our enviable pioneering foundation on which we built 16 unbroken years of an enduring and great democratic structure. It is true that even in the best of times, we were not all that perfect. But which system in the world is without flaws? Surely we had our own failings in the past, but we were able to use internal mechanisms to correct our errors. We were able to look within our party for the solution to any problem. Our party was self-rectifying. The organs of our party were democratic, self-reliant, and self-guided. Our machinery was humane. Our purpose was clear. Our destination was firm and obvious. We were humble and fair. We were diligent without being arbitrary. We were self-confident without being aggressive. We were dedicated, disciplined, realistic without being crude, without being indifferent. We were loyal without being tainted with the distorting seeds of mercenary coloration.
Chief Bode George later declared himself as a candidate for the position of the office of the national chairman of the PDP, with a vision to serve as a bridge builder, a peacemaker, and the healer of broken places. He also promised to work with the leaders and the youth to find a common ground and negotiate a healthy compromise to achieve a common goal of a strong, prosperous, equitable, democratic and victorious party. He thanked the PDP national chairman, Alhaji Ahmed Makrafi, and members of the caretaker committee for their dedication, commitment and loyalty to the party. He also commended stakeholders of the PDP on their resolve to zone the chairmanship position to the southwest, describing the zoning arrangement as a veritable tool for stabilizing the party.
Our party needs stability. Our party needs a patriotic emblem, a standard bearer undetained by tribal fixity. Here and now, I am humbly making a stand and a declaration as a candidate for the position of the office of the national chairman of our party, with a vision to serve as a bridge builder, as a peacemaker, and as a healer of the broken places. I cannot do it alone. Nobody can. I alone cannot resolve all the issues or reconcile all the differences. But I can promise to work with our leaders to find a common ground and negotiate a healthy compromise to achieve a common purpose of a strong, prosperous, equitable, democratic, and victorious organization. I cannot pretend that I have all the answers, but I am prepared and willing to work with all strata of our party to ensure that the dreams and the visions of our founding fathers are fully restored once again. I am willing to work with the young and the old, the frail and the strong, men and women of all diversities, to achieve a progressive synthesis to move our party forward.
He concluded his speech with the immortal words of Alfred Lord Tennyson, the great renowned poet of the Victorian era. I have been part of all that I met, though much is taken, much abides, and though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, one equal temper of heroic hearts, strong and well, to strive, to seek, to find, but never to yield. From Biscayne Communications, we wish Chief Olabode George a victorious forthcoming election.